All right, so as in the major news, as everybody has heard, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg has passed away, and it's a sad day in America. Really, it is. One, because just losing such an icon. As an icon, I mean, she was awesome, badass, as I described her. I mean, she's just, man, right? I can't say anything better. I mean, I could. So, anyway. This video is about the Republicans, and how spineless and how hypocritical and awful they are. Look, right? And now look, I go after the Democrats all the time. Anybody who watches my podcast knows I go after the Democratic establishment like 95% of the time on my podcast. And it's not that I'm a Republican, no. It's not that I want Trump to vote to win, no. It's that I don't like the Democratic establishment. I don't like the people in power. I don't like anybody in power. And I think that we could do better as a country. And so that's why I do it. Because they make the wrong decisions. They do things that Republicans do, and it drives me crazy. Because why vote for someone when they're just going to do what Republicans do? Anyway, so I wanted to make this video because I wanted to go over some ways that Republicans, that Democrats could stop the Republicans from putting someone else on the bench. I mean, look, Trump's going to make an announcement within the next week or two. Republicans are then going to make a sham trial, or not a sham trial. They did that with Brett Kavanaugh. By the way, Republicans love when women get sexually abused by and assaulted by men, by the way. So anyway, when it's their own. So, so they're gonna try and speed up the process. Let's go. Oh my God, speed up the process. It's stupid, right? 4 years ago they were saying, oh my God, we gotta wait to put a Supreme Court justice on the court because, it's 9 months before an election and we should let the people decide. We can't let this president decide. And it's been 80 years since that's happened, and we can't let that happen now. Are you kidding me? That's crazy, right? That's literally what they were saying. And, now, after they blocked Judge Merrick Garland, because that's what happened. Scalia died, Antonin Scalia, he died. Obama nominates Judge Merrick Garland, federal judge, and then the Republicans are like, nope, we're not going to let you do it. They stole the seat. Democrats didn't even fight it. Barack Obama didn't even fight it. And so here's the big thing, right? Now they're coming out saying, "Oh no, we have to do it. Have to." We have to put whatever Judge Trump wants on the freaking court because it's needed right now. And it's crazy. Tom Tillis, Lindsey Graham, Mitch McConnell, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, Tom Cotton, Ron Johnson, Cory Gardner, all these men decided, no, we're not going to do it for Obama. Oh, but now there's a Republican in office. Oh, of course we're going to do it, right? And here are some of their excuses. Well, it's totally different because, it's Wednesday, and, last time 2016 started on a Friday, and, because it's on a Wednesday, shut the F up and do it, and, it's different, when the year starts on a different day. And also, the Senate and the White House are of the same party. Think about what they're saying there. What they're basically saying is, oh, well, look, I mean, the president's party is the same as our party, so of course we're going to want to nominate someone because we're Republicans and we don't care about norms, we don't care about traditions. We don't care about being hypocrites or not. We don't care if we're spineless. All we want to do is put our people in power, because that's all we want. We want power. We don't want to help the American people. As much as a bunch of my right-wing friends will say, oh my God, liberals don't want to help the American people. Partially right, but the Republicans never want to help the American people. It's all about helping ExxonMobil and Comcast. And so they're making a bunch of excuses. Think about it. They say, well, as long as there's a Republican in office, we'll always put a Supreme Court justice up, no matter what. And Lindsey Graham said, use my words against me. All right, I want you to. We're setting a precedent, us as Republicans. We cannot nominate a president or nominate a Supreme Court justice and appoint a Supreme Court justice or do anything like that or proceed with any kind of Supreme Court justice until after the election, because there's we can't do that in a year of election. And by the way, I forget which senator it was. He was like, well, we got to wait until the Senate is seated, in January of 2017 so that we can confirm a justice. That's what they were doing. Okay? So now, how can the Democrats fight this? What ways? Now, the first thing is they could have shut down the Senate. Now, I know that people are like, oh my God, what can they do? And you'll hear in the media, well, there's nothing we can do. I'm sorry. No, there's a lot they can do. They could shut down the Senate. Each senator, I think, could shut it down for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So you got 47 Democratic senators. I don't know if you realize. Let's put it at 2 weeks. If the Chuck Schumer and Dianne Feinstein are not spineless, like the Republicans. They just fold like a foldable phone, like a flip phone. If they each do that, okay, that is about 97 weeks. I'm sorry, 94 weeks, 95 weeks. So they can just keep it going on and on and on. I mean, Ron Paul shuts down the Senate whenever the hell he feels like it. I don't like that vote, so I'm gonna shut it down. I don't care about lynching. I'm gonna shut it down because I don't want black people not to get lynched. I don't want to make it a federal crime in 2020. So he shuts the Senate down for hours on end, and sometimes days on end. So why not shut it down? Shut it down. That's like the easiest thing. Okay, fine. You want to confirm injustice? Fine. Shutting it down. I'm just going by your principles, Republicans. You said we can't do this in the year of election. Okay, fine. We're not going to do this in the year of election. No confirmations, no procedures, or no proceedings, nothing. Nothing. Okay? And if you have a problem with it, suck it. Because you're the ones who made up this principle. Maybe you shouldn't open your goddamn mouths last time. Let Merrick Garland on the court. And then we wouldn't have had this problem. Right? But no. They had to open their damn mouths and be hypocrites. And so they can shut down the Senate. Here's another thing they can do. Well, they got to pass the budget for the debt ceiling. Republicans are all about, oh my God, the debt. See, the donors told Barack Obama to tell the Democrats in 2016, don't fight to get Merrick Garland on the courts. Don't. And because Obama's a spineless fool and basically a Republican in Democrat clothing, he said, okay, I won't tell. I'll tell. And so the Democrats didn't fight. They didn't. Why? Because Obama and then the Democrats didn't fight. So Obama told the Democrats didn't fight, and then the Republicans just they got to do whatever they wanted and steal the court because the Democrats folded, right? They folded. Now, so I said the budget's coming up. Okay, we're gonna stop all legislation. No more. We might let a few things pass, but other than that, because the debt ceiling affects the donors, they have companies overseas. They've got all kinds of things going on. And if you hold bills up like that, then that's a problem. Say, okay, fine. Go ahead and pass it, Republicans. Go ahead and pass a bill. Hey, Nancy Pelosi, don't take this up. Nancy Pelosi could go, and I don't think so because Nancy Pelosi can't fight to save her ass. She could say, you know what? I'm not gonna I'm not going to take up any of these pieces of legislation. We're stalling. Not Joseph Stalin, but we're stalling here. We're stalling. You want us to pass legislation? We're not going to do it until you don't confirm a new justice. Watch the Republicans fold. They're gonna fold. Look. Here's my hands, right? Okay, my hands they're just gonna fold. Okay, I don't have pieces of paper, but they're just. I think I have a napkin here. Okay. Here are the Republicans. Okay? Democrats are going to say we're going to shut down the Senate. And then they say we're going to hold up legislation. Then Nancy Pelosi says I'm not going to pass any legislation. They're going to fold just like that. You see that? They're just going to fold. Why? Because they need you to pass the legislation. If you don't, it creates a lot of problems for them and their donors. So, of course, they're going to fold. So there you go. Close the Senate down. Don't hold any legislation, right? And then go out to the American people. I would throw ads everywhere, telling the American people, well, here's what they said back then, here's what they're saying now. And that's the problem, is that these fools don't really know what they're playing with. Now, here's another way that they could, let's say Joe Biden wins the White House. Unlikely, but let's say he does. Let's say that he wins the Senate. Unlikely, but I mean, there are vulnerable Republicans, very vulnerable. Cory Gardner, Susan Collins could flip that seat. Right now, Mark Kelly, Gabby Gifford's husband, husband of Gabby Giffords, who was a congresswoman who got shot by a supporter or anti-Gabby Giffords person in 2011, and she, or I think it was 2010. Either way, she got shot, was paralyzed, and then got a little bit better, but had to retire from public life. Her husband is a space astronaut. His brother, I think his name is Joe Kelly, I don't remember. His brother is also an astronaut. And he's running for the U.S. Senate, and Martha McSally's super vulnerable, and he's really close to taking her out. So, I mean, look, let's say Susan Collins and he go out. Now we got 49 Democrats in the Senate. I'm not sure that we'd get any more. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know if they'll win the Senate. But let's say they win the Senate. They got a 55 majority. Okay, well, now they got the House. Maybe they expand the majority a little bit. They got the Senate. They got the White House. Now, if they wanted to, they could pack the court. Now, look, they're going to tell you, oh, my God, that's unconstitutional. You can't do that. It's not unconstitutional because the Constitution leaves it up to Congress. And also, so they could pass a law saying that, like a resolution or whatever, an amendment, whatever. And the Supreme Court has gone from like 6 to 10. Roosevelt wanted to pack it, but the Supreme Court said, no, you can't do it for political purposes. This would be for political purposes. So I think they're going to go with precedent, right? But pack the court. Hey, Republicans, you really want to play this fucking game? We'll do it. 63 majority. We'll make it a 10-8 majority. Or we could do that. We'll put back RBG's replacement. Okay. We'll take it from 3 liberals to 8. Oh, shoot. Now you're down 8-6. Oh, you want us to go to 10? Fine. We'll go to 10. Oh, shoot. Now you're down 10-6. You want us to go to 12? Okay, we'll go 12-6. I don't think they should do it. Now, it's possible they could do it and say, well, no. You want to be spineless fools? You want to go against the Constitution, which says you were supposed to do this in 2016? Fine. We'll do it. We'll go against everything else. That's what you got to do. That's how you fight. I don't think they should pack the courts because then Republicans can come back and say, okay, fine. You got it. Then guess what? Next Republican president, because there's going to be one. I wish there wasn't, but there will be. Hey, man, remember when the Democrats packed the court? Great, let's do it ourselves. So, again, I wouldn't do it. I seriously would not do it. I wouldn't. So, those are just some ways that the Democrats could fight back. Now, I don't think they're going to, oh my God, but my donors, but the Republicans. No, Chuck Schumer needs to use every single rule of the Senate, every single one. I don't care what it is. Find all the loopholes, prepare all the rules, prepare all the resolutions, all the amendments, get the Democratic leadership together in the House and the Senate, create a plan, and actually fight. Because if they fold, they are the most spineless people, but they're the most corrupt idiots in the whole country. Because you're supposed to be in office so that you can support us. And so if you don't do that, we can primary your asses. Chuck Schumer, you're up in 2022. Don't let us down again, because all you do is lose. You lost against Kavanaugh because you didn't put up a fight. You didn't. Now look, Republicans did a sham trial and a sham FBI investigation, and the FBI was limited. Great. I'm telling you, if the Democrats fold here, it would be abysmal. It would be a disaster. The next justice that will be on the court will be there for decades, at least another 30 years or longer. Think about that. 30 years or longer. Yeah, that's a problem. And I think we need to be careful with that. And I think that Democrats need to not fold. They need to actually do their jobs and get this done.